こんにちは、皆さん。今日、私たちは日本語を勉強しています。質問があれば、私に聞いてください。Greetings, everyone. Today we're studying Japanese. If you have any questions, then feel free to stop and ask me at any time. We're going to continue with immersion with Card Captor Sakura.
さくらちゃんならできます。よろしければ魔法を使うところを見せていただけません？やったれ
yattare. Why is re on that? Is it a Kansai thing? I know what yatta would be, but re? Forms yatta, yatta, and edo. Yeah, E's just good in Kansai dialect or Kansai Ben. Do. Hmm. Then there's the yattare. I wonder if this is supposed to be a Kansai version of yattara. Explain the grammar of the term Edo is not recognized grammatical particle or verb of standard Japanese. The particle do can be used in the construction of do to mean whether or not, no matter how. So ikara do meaning no matter how much. Edo is not a in Kansai Ben. Please explain the grammar of Okay. Hanyan Haru Chao used for negation. Haru honorific. Yan to emphasize a statement. Okay. I'll have to take a note of this. I can't actually find anything on this. But my best guess would be... Actually, let's see what it translates to with D-Bell. Alright. Let's do it. So, I'm guessing this Yatare is actually Yatara, but just said in Kansai dialect. Which is... If we do it, or in other words, let's do this. Or when we do it, it could also be thought of like that. And air is just good with something else dividing it. Each part. Okay, so continuing. Demo or but.
誰も見てへんがな。パパッと言ったれ。どうやったれ。でもかまへん。誰も見てへんがな。パパッと言ったれ。でも
Kahin. Kamahin. Okay, this is from Kamaru. Hin is how you... One way of doing negation in the Kansai dialect. Kamaru. To mind, to care about, to be concerned. So in other words, not concerned, or aka don't worry is what he's saying. Come on, hin. Daremo mite hin ga. Okay, so don't worry. Someone will not see someone else. It's since he's using mo because she already saw her, but he's just saying someone else won't see you. Gana papato itare. Papato, what is that? Papato, quickly. So when you do it or if you do it. So in other words, no one will see you if you do it quickly, essentially. So don't worry. Someone will not see you if you do it quickly. It's see, it's fine. Nobody's watching. Just go for it. Strange. The translation is just go for it. So, kamahen. Daremo. Oh. Oh, that's right. It's more of like direct statements. So no one else is watching. Okay, I see. Yeah, it's more of a direct statement. There's nothing else. Yeah. So, kamahen. Daremo mite gana papatte itare. Okay, this still sounds like he's saying if you do it quickly on the end. How does that make if just go for it? That doesn't make any sense at all. Let's get this over with. Let's get moving. Explain the grammar of Hanashi, which is derived from the Hanasu, meaning to let loose. Tabep Hanashi means left the food uneaten. Let's see. No, I think it's translating this wrong. Maybe change that to ra on the end and see if it can understand it better. Another word for quickly, iki, let's see. Quickly. Uni, let's try that. Itara. The conditional form of oh, that's right. This is itara as in to say, not to or to do. Iku can become ite. Yeah, ita, yeah, so it's probably the do meaning, not say meaning. Okay. So, kamahen, dare mo mite hen ga na. Papo to itare. Yeah.
かまへん誰も見てへんがなパパと言ったれでもかまへん誰も見てへんがなパパと言ったれ闇の力を姫し鍵よ
Yami no chikara no himeshi kagiyo. Himeshi was himeru. Too hard to keep to oneself. It's himeshi was an archaic way of conjugating this into the past form, if I remember correctly. Find the grammar of to hide or to keep a secret. In the classical literary past tense auxiliary she, which is not used in modern Japanese. So Yami no Chikara dark power. So Yami no Chikara himeshi. Yami no Chikara o himeshi kagi. So dark power hidden by the key. What is this hidden key? Dark power. Oh, that's right. This whole phrase goes to describing the key. So hidden dark power key. So Yami no Chikara o himeshi kagi yo.
闇の力を姫し鍵よ金の姿を我の前に示せ姫し鍵よ金の
Shin no sugata. So true form essentially. Shin no sugata o ware no mae ni shimesu. Yeah, shimese. So Shin no sugata. Shin no sugata o ware no mae ni shimese, or true form before me. and show. In other words, show your true form in front of me. To demonstrate or show, essentially, to make apparent. Shimese. Shin no sugata? Yeah. Shin no sugata o ware no. Oh, okay. Shin no sugata o ware no mai ni shimese.
闇の力を秘めし鍵よ。金の姿を我の前に示せ。契約のもと、さくらが命じる。
契約 contract. 契約のもと、Sakuraが命じる to order. So, 契約, okay. So under contract, Sakura orders essentially this whole phrase is what type of Sakura are we talking about? We're talking about the under contract Sakura. So 契約のもとSakuraが命じる
金の姿を我の前に示せ。契約のもと、さくらが命じる。レディー
release. And this is an English borrowed word, of course, and this is some kanji of what the English word is supposed to be, basically. Fuin. Kaijo. So seal, rescinding, or canceling. In other words, you're releasing a seal. So seal canceling. Fuin. Kaijo.
のもと、さくらが命じる。レディーズ。この杖で魔法が使えるんですね。この杖で魔法が使えるんですね。
Kono Sue. Cane, walking stick, staff, wand. Sue.
カードがいるけどね。杖で魔法が
Konosue. So, Konosue. De maho ga tsukaerun desu ne. So, this staff or wand de is being used as denoting the tool that you're using, in this case the staff or wand. Maho ga tsukaerun, or able to use magic desu. So this be the staff that allows you to use magic, essentially. So konosuke, yeah. Konosuke de maho ga tsukaerun desu ne. Tsukaeru. Yeah, this comes from skau. This is in the potential form.
使えるんですね。カード。この杖で魔法が使えるんですね。カードがいるけどね。この杖で魔法が使えるんですね。
カードがいるけどね。 Oh, let's see, Kiddo. So the cards exist, and then but she seems like ending it because she used net after that. I think she's trying to say something about how the magic's dependent on the cards. You need a card though. How do you get though out of that? Oh, but or however. Okay, I see. Although. Yeah, another example of how words in Japanese are not one-to-one replacements for words in English. Karo ga iru kedo.
この杖で魔法が使えるんですね。カードがいるけどね。これやな。
これやな this?
いつの
いつの What did she say? What word did she
間にいる
use?
けどね。これやな。いつの間に。カードがいるけどね。これやな。いつの間に。
Man. Sounded like she said man. Mani. Or maybe it's just ma. Itsu no mani.
ですね。カードがいるけどね。これやな。いつの間に。
Okay. So win time. With win time, okay. Actually, they both use actually reference time. Maybe with what time did you do that or something? AKA, when did you get that card? Let's see. Before I knew it, how did it happen? Sounds like a terrible translation. This is probably from Itsuno Manika, but in casual cause often dropped. Especially in feminine speech. Itsu when, and Itsuka sometime, so Itsu no he someday. Which day or someday? When I saw the phrase Itsu no mani ka or Itsu no hini ka, I was surprised to see ka being split from Itsu no hi. Okay. Itsu no hi is not bound together strongly enough to be treated as treated as one word, and when multiple particles are applied to the head of the noun. Okay. Doko kara ka, out of nowhere. Doko kakara, from somewhere. Doko heka, who knows well. doko ka he to somewhere. Itsu kara ka, since who knows when. AKA since when, okay. Itsu kakara, since some or certain time point. Dare kara ka, from who knows who. Dare kakara, from someone. See, I think to some extent the particle order is explainable by what phrases are naturally required by verbs. Okay, to put it simply, ageru takes an indirect object and requires ni, hence nanin kani. Let's see, and not nanin nika. Ka is simply a fukujoshi adverbial particle. Wait, it is? It's used as an adverbial particle? Itsunomanika. It's both. Let's see. Itsunomanika Bobu wa sota e dete ita. Bob went out before I knew it. Itsunomanika Natsumo sugite shimatta. Summer was gone all too soon. Mukashi wa karada ga yawara wa kakatta kedo yoga o shinaku natte itsuno ka kataku natte shimatta. I used to be flexible, but I stopped doing yoga, and without realizing it became stiff. Oh, there's a Boon Pro lesson on this phrase. Let's see, although a combination of itsuno ma interval ni and ka, itsuno mani ka is a set expression that is used as a standalone adverb to mean suddenly or without noticing. Literally, it just highlights an unknown interval within which something occurred, as seen by the question marking particle ka. Sanen kan ni. Sanen kan Nihonjin no tomodachi to mainichi Nihongo de hanashite itara itsu no mani ka Nihongo ga jouzu ni natteta. After 3 years of speaking Japanese every day with my Japanese friend, I became fluent in Japanese without noticing. let's see. Hisaji furi ni, kore, yeah, korejetto kado, meisai o kakunin shite mitara itsu no mani ka jindo sha hoken no netan ga agatte. I checked my credit card statement for the first time in a while and found that the price of my car insurance had suddenly gone up. They need shorter example sentences. Kitsuitara, itsu no mani ka fuyu ni natte ita. Before I knew it, it was winter. Fun fact, mainly from the inclusion card, this grammar pattern often carries a nuance of surprise. When you want to convey the same feeling without the nuance of surprise, ato you mani can be used instead. This is similar expression to which literally means in the time it takes to say so suddenly unnoticed too soon without noticing. Use standalone in an adverb to mean suddenly or without noticing. Oh, konnichiwa, Mr. Nerde. Genki desu ka? So this is literally saying, like, in what time? So, like, in what time did that happen? Or so suddenly? Something like... I'm not exactly sure of the meaning she's going for.
カードがいるけどね。これやな。いつの間に。で、決めポーズとかはありませんの？
で、決めポーズ signature pose. Okay, what is kime from though? Agreement rule. Oh, okay, so it's basically to decide decided pose, aka your signature pose. De it's from the verb kimeru. De kimeru pose to toka wa arimasen no? In other words, do you have a signature pose yet? Like, because aru is sometimes used as to have, so I think that's the best interpretation here. Yeah, I see this a lot. They've been starting sentences with de. Starting sentences with de. It's being used like an interjection from how I've seen it so far. De is an extremely common conjunction and then, for that reason, it is an informal colloquial form of sore de. Okay, so it's basically used like sore de. which is basically from that, essentially. We're taking that into account as the dead particle gets used. Oh, if you have any questions, Mr. Nerdic, feel free to ask at any time. で、決めポーズとかはありませんの? This is a now, but why is there why is it toka? Posing like that or signature pose. If I get rid of the toe, what does it become? Is that your signature pose? If I put the toe back in, oh, that's right. If you say kime posu ka, that'd be like if your signature pose exists. But then toe, I guess it's being used as it's probably yeah with just kime posu ka is that your signature pose? But to kime posu to would be, I guess, used in the probability sense. To can be used with. So if the probability of pose, does it exist? In other words, so while the one without the toe would be asking, is that your pose? The other one is, do you ask him about the probability of the pose? In other words, do you have the pose? I guess. My best guess. Should probably ask someone about the particle usage there. Why the toe particle? De kime pose to ka wa arimasen no?
いつの間に。で、決めポーズとかはありませんの？なんで？
Nande or what reason?
決めポーズと呪文は魔法少女のお約束ですわ。
Kime pose to. So with a signature pose, let's see, Jumon, spell, charm, incantation, magic words. Maho, shoujo, so magical girl. So I'm guessing as for the charm, magical girls. Oyakusoku, promise, agreement, pack arrangement. So let's see what that comes out to be. The signature pose, an incantation, or a magic Girls promise you know. I think that's a bad translation. Let's see. Magical girls must-haves. That's why you know. Okay, that's probably a more accurate translation. Convention rule. Okay, it's interesting. So you can use yakusoku to say something is a must-have. What? Or maybe, I guess maybe arrangement might be the word it's most from this dictionary going into. A magical girl's arrangement. In other words, it's just part of being a magical girl to having a pose and an incantation. So, kimepozu to jumon. Kimepozu to jumon wa maho shoujo no o yakusoku desu wa.
で、決めポーズとかはありませんの？なんで？決めポーズと呪文は魔法少女のお約束です
Bye
わ。
bye, Jane. So this is say to students. Ishoni kaero yo. In other words, let's walk home together. Mata ne. See you again.
決めポーズと呪文は魔法少女のお約束ですわ。
Ohio, good morning. Shukudai homework. Shukudai yate kita ka. Okay, shukudai yate kita ka. So yeah. So that's do and then come. Yate kita. A better way of saying it. To come along, to come around, to turn up. I guess it's what's best way to think of it in English would be to ended up doing. Or did you end up doing your homework? So did you come to doing your homework? Essentially, come to doing your homework, or shukudai yate kita ka, and then yes. Zawameki. What is that? Stir, commotion, noise. Zawameki. Is that one word? Zawameki. This probably comes from Zawameku, to be noisy, to be astir, to rustle, to murmur. So this is just the noun form of it. Zawameki.
どうしたの？
What happened?
あ、さくらちゃん、見て。
Ah, Sakura-chan. Okay. Mite, look. Let's see their names.
どうしたの？
Chiharu. So kanji used in sen and then spring, so Chiharu.
さくらちゃん、見て。
Rika, kanji used in beautiful, good, excellent, and advantage, benefit, profit. So advantage and beautiful, Rika. Okay, so mite.
これ何？
Kore nani? What is this?
わかんないの。朝来たらこうなってて。
See, wakanai no. Let's see. Wait, why would you both have nai in it and on the end? Wakanai. Let's see, wakanai no. Asakitara. That's how it's conjugated, asakitara. Yes, asakitara, okay. Okay, from this morning, or asakitara, ko natete. So nate is from naru, so it's connected form, and then ite. So it existed this way. So it existed in ko and this way. So from this morning, it was like this, essentially, where it existed in this way. And she's using te here because she's going on to say something more. But this is a contraction of ite. And they just drop the e part and added the te to the previous word. But wakanai no. How did that become a thing? Explain the grammar of Wakanai no asakitara ko natete is casual conversation Japanese sentence that combines several grammatical. Okay. Wakanai no. This is a casual contraction of wakaranai no. Meaning I don't understand. Or if you want to get to it more literal meaning, it's not parsable, aka don't understand. That n replaces n in wakara, and no is a sentence ending particle that is often adds a sense of explanation, emphasis, or softens the tone, making it sound more conversational or slightly emotional. Okay, so it's basically short for wakaranai. So the ra gets dropped out and it just becomes in on the end. What dialect uses wakanai? Wakanai is primarily used in the Kansai dialect. Okay, so she speaks with Kansai then.
わかんないの。朝来たらこうなってて。誰がこんないたずらしたのかしら。
Oh ma. Come on now.
こうなってて。誰がこんないたずらしたのかしら。
誰が来ない。来ない。From koru, become stiff, to get absorbed, to develop a passion for, to devote oneself. Oh yeah, I noticed it's the same Kansai girl saying this. So they did the same conjugation thing again where they dropped the ru and added n on the end, and then they nai'd it after that. Konnai. So, 誰が来ないはず. Oh no, it's not konai, it's konna. Is this konnaita? Let's hear her say it.
けど誰がこんないたずらしたのかしら。けど鳥誰がこんないたずらしたのかしら。
Okay, she says this is one word, konai. Konnaita. Let's see, zurasu. To shift, to move. So zurashita would be past tense of doing that. No kashida. Oh. Oh, this is, I think this is a shortened of the expression, shida nai. Let me see. It's just Kashida as a particle, though. Let's see. And it's combining together ita zuda. Oh, okay, I see. Ita zuda shita. Okay, so ita zuda is mischief. It's a keidoshi, or not adjective, which is just nothing more than a meishi or noun. So, and then shita is past tense of, so done mischief. So, 誰がこんないたずらしたの so someone this kind of mischief, someone doing this kind of mischief. So who could have done this type of mischief? And explain the grammar of this. No, this structure is crucial. The ka particle turns the preceding clause into a question or a noun clause. The no particle normalizes the entire clause into a noun. Shida. This is the feminine particle. Kashida. Okay, I think it's misunderstanding something. Which expresses the speaker's uncertainty or wonder about the preceding noun clause. It is equivalent to I wonder or perhaps, and is often used by female speakers, though it can be used by others for a refined or slightly old-fashioned tone. It is similar to in meaning to kana, but carries a more feminine connotation. Therefore, the full sentence. Okay. What is the full sentence of? So I suspect that's a shortened sentence. See, is Shida the shortened version of Shida Nai in the sentence? Shida is indeed a shortened colloquial form of Shida Nai. See. Kore nanka shida. What is this? Chihanako wa chanto gakko. 花子はちゃんと学校に いけ、いけ、いけたShida, could Hanako go to school correctly? So what, yeah. Okay, so 誰がこんないたずらしたのかしら? So let's see, what was the more English way of saying it? Let's see, so without this should be yeah, who did this type of mischief? Just this part, and then adding the Shida is like saying I don't know. Yeah, it's basically when you're using a question as a statement. So, in other words, she's saying, I don't know who could have done this type of mischief. 誰があ、こんないたずらしたのかしら?
けど誰がこんないたずらしたのかしら。けどとりあえず私たちが片付けなきゃなんないのかな。かしら。けど
Naoko, which comes from Chinese. Our string or something? I don't know. Naoko. So, kedo toriaezu. So although they didn't take anything, toriaezu. Okay, it's translated as but anyway, but for now. I know toriaezu is generally used like an adverb. First of all, at once, right away, for now. Let's see, this comes from let's see, aeru, maybe aeru. Or maybe this is potential form. So aru, the ability to the potential to not have, which comes to not have taking, essentially. Toriaizu, let's see, anyway, at least. Let's see.
とりあえず私たちが片付けなきゃなんないのかな。誰がこんないたずらしたのかしら。けどとりあえず私たちが片付け。
私たちが片付ける to tidy up. What's 付ける? So I know that's Tenten hooking. 付ける to attach, to join, to furnish, transitive. So it's basically, it has the attach. Oh. Why does that mean? Let's see which kata that is. Kata. Tsukeru. That kanji is used in fragments, counter for fragments, scraps, incomplete, imperfect, one of a pair, off center, prefix, let's see, side, problem. So to attach, combined with I guess to attach to one side, aka clean up. Kata zukeru. Kata's so kata's zuke nancha. So this is probably supposed to be negative form, na, and then nankya, I mean. Nankya. See, this could be tewa. Let's see. Nankya. Nanai no ka. Explain the grammar behind See, this is the negative conditional form of the verb. Katazukeru, to tidy up. It's constructed from the verb stem katazuke. The negative conditional particle nansha, a contraction of nakereba or nankereba wa. Nankya means if not or without. So next, nanai. This is the negative form of the verb aru, to exist. Nanai is a colloquial form of nani. And nai is negative, so nanai means cannot. Wait. None. Nanai. So, okay, no kana. This is grammatical construct used to express a questioning or wondering tone. No turns the preceding clause into a noun. Kana is a particle expressing a gentle, uncertain question or speculation similar to I wonder, or I guess. So then that would make this all together to be 私たちが片付けなきゃならないなのか, or in other words, I think it's trying to say we have to clean this up. Yeah, just this by itself would be we have to clean this up, but then they say because it's like the possibility of not cleaning it up does not exist or something like that. I believe it's trying to say. That's how you do say you have to in Japanese. But then it's no ka. So I wonder if it's possible. Let's see. We have to clean it up. I wonder. Oh, I wonder if we have to clean it up, essentially. In case you're not familiar with it, maintaining the classroom is often done by the students in Japan and not by janitors. Okay, do we have to clean it up? So, kya is short for kereba. The grammar behind nan nai. Doni mo nanai is a contraction of doni mo. Oh, it's from naranai. Okay, yeah, that was giving me the wrong thing. So this is from naranai. That makes more sense. Change the ra to n like we saw in that other change, and then keep the nai. So naranai, nanai. Yeah. Katazu ke nacha is a contraction of katazu ke na kereba. So katazu ke na kya.
つけなきゃなんないのかな。かしら。けどとりあえずは が片付けなきゃなんないのかな。かしら。けど。
But okay, so I think this Toriaizu is for the uh, uh, statement that comes after it. So first of all, or at once, or for now, or for the time being, okay. And then talking about, and that applies to the next statement.
とりあえず私たちが片付けなきゃなんないのかな。おはようともよちゃん。おはようございます。
Oh, good morning, Tomoyo-chan. Oh, good morning. Nanda ka. Let's see. To do something, what? Okay. To be what? What does it be, or somehow, somewhat? That's right. Nanda ka. Yeah, because we're ending with a particle, we're saying to be something, and then what is that to be something? Or to be thing, or somewhat, or somehow. Okay, so ohayo gozaimasu. Nanda ka sugoi jo jokyo state of affairs situations. Sugoi joku desu wa ne. So, good morning, and what amazing state of affairs caused this, maybe? Something like that?
なんだかすごい状況ですわね。おはようともよちゃん。おはようございます。なんだかすごい状況ですわね。こんなことが。おはようともよちゃん。おはようご。
Jokyo. Circumstances. What amazing circumstances.
ございます。なんだかすごい状況ですわね。なんだかすごい状況ですわね。こんなことができる。
Kona koto ga dekiru. This type of thing, who could have been able to do it? Kona koto ga dekiru no wa.
おはようございます。なんだかすごい状況ですわね。こんなことができるのは。ひょっとしてこれもクローカードの仕業でしょうか。こんなことができるのは。ひょっとして。
Hyoto shite, hyoto. By any chance, but what hyoto mean by itself? Because I suspect that's shite as in. So hyoto, possibly. Adverb, pseudo verb. Doing possibly this kore this mo. Yeah, so by any chance, or in other words, hyoto shite, possibly doing. 票として、これもクレカードの仕事でしょうか? By any chance, could this be the work of a cloud card? Oh, it's not Shigoto, it's Shiwaza. Deed act. Could this be the act of a cloud card? Let's see, this kanji comes from. Attend, doing, official, serve, and then let's see, business, vocational, art, performance. Doing a performance, aka the act of something, I guess. Hyo to shite, これもクラウカード、クラウカードのshe was this is she, this is wasクラウカードのshe was okay, so 利用してこれもクラウカードのshe was でしょうか?
してこれもクローカードの仕業でしょうか? ひょっとしてこれもクローカードの仕業でしょうか? クローカードの仕業や。
クラウカードの仕業や。In other words, it's a cloud card. やっぱり I knew it. What kind of word is やっぱり?
片付けるのすっごい大変だったんだから。でもそのおかげで授業が潰れましたわ。なんだかすごい状況ですわね。こんなクローカードの仕業や。やっぱりもう片付けるのすっごい大変なきゃなんないのかな。こんなことがカードの仕業や。
やっぱり oh, it's considered an adverb, okay.
やっぱり
Mo, okay. This mo was just like the upset kind of sound, which I believe it's derived from the already, like I've had enough already or something like this. Mo. So mo katazukeru. See, that was to tidy up. Katazeru no sugoi. So the big tidy up and sugoi, yeah, sugoi taihen. Oh, it's just the end of the sentence. Let's see how she says
片
it.
付けるのすっごい大変だったんだから。でもそのおかげで授業が潰れましたわ。それは嬉しかったけど。すっごい大変だったんだから。でもそのおかげで授業が潰れましたわ。それはひょっとしてこれもクローカードの仕業でしょうか。クローカードの仕業や。やっぱり片付けるのすっごい大変。
Okay, so she's saying it's part of the same sentence. Mo katazukeru no sugoi taihen dattan dakara. So that was that big tidy that tidy up problem and that big problem. Okay, as an adverb it's used very, great, terribly, awful, but as a noun... That's strange. I normally see this used to mean something like problem. Oh, here we go. Major incident, disaster. Yeah, it has to be used like a noun because it has datan coming after it. So... That was a big cleanup problem, I'm guessing is what they're trying to say. Seriously, cleaning up this was a huge pain. Seriously, it was so hard to clean up. Mo katazukeru no sugoi taihen dattan dakara.
大変だったんだから。でもそのおかげで授業が潰れ。
Oh, by the way, notice it's the sentence ended with dakara. So it's implying that there's something else after that, but everyone knows what that something else is, so she doesn't have to say it. But whatever that something else is, it came from that first statement she did say.
ましたわ。それは嬉しかったけど。でも学校をめちゃくちゃにする。クローカードって何？なんだかすごい状況ですわね。こんな片付けるのすっごい大変だったんだから。でもそのおかげで授業が潰れましたわ。
でも、そのおかけて、so this is probably from kakeru, to give. Sono, let's see. Thanks, owing to, because of. Look at okake. Great. Oh, is this a different verb? Help, aid, assistance. Okay. So, sono okake de, so that help. Jugyo, lesson class teaching. So, jugo ga subureru, to be crushed, to be squashed, to be smashed, to be broken, to collapse, to go under, to be ruined. I guess it's trying to say, Jugyo ga subure mashita wa. In other words, class was ruined, or in other words, class was cancelled. So, but class. Okay, and I don't think this is supposed to mean gift. I think this is supposed to mean like owing to. Okay, wrong kage. I wonder if that was a play on words. The reason they chose those particular words to say. The okay, here's the kanji they use. So that'll be easier to look up. Let's see, assistance, help, aid, effects, influence. Okay, I'm guessing they mean influence in here since it's a negative influence. They don't mean assistance. Wait, that's the same kanji used in Shadow? I guess it's sort of metaphorical, as in like how like a shadow stretches its influence or something. So, でもそのおかげで、授業が潰れる、潰れましたわ。So, this is the de as in like the reason de. The reason being of that influence. We don't know who that is. It's just that influence. そのおかげで So demo sono so because of that influence, class was canceled, or not, or as they're using it, ruined here. Demo sono okage de, yeah, jugo, and suburemashita from subureru. Demo sono okage de, jugyo ga suburemashita wa.
それは片付けるのすっごい大変だったんだから。でもそのおかげで授業が潰れましたわ。それは
それは嬉しかったけど、So as that thing being happy, let's see how is keto being used?
嬉しかったけど、でもそのおかげで授業が潰れましたわ。それ
So that's like that. As for that thing, was happy. Now is it, and then keto? Is it trying to say, but at least that's was the only happy thing about it, or is it trying to say, should we be happy for something like that? See, I was happy about that, but it made me happy though. So, but or though, or although, okay. So, so, それは嬉しかったけど、
片付けるのすっごい大変だったんだから。でもそのおかげで授業が潰れましたわ。それは嬉しかったけど。でも学校をめちゃくちゃにするクローカードって何？
でも、学校をめ、めちゃ、めちゃく、めちゃ、めちゃくちゃになる。Making a mess. So, めちゃく、めちゃくちゃ So this cha might be the could this be Kereba again? And then down here it's cardcaptor. Oh, cardcaptor nani, or in other words, what makes you say a cloud card? Cardcaptor nani. Mecha. Oh, no, this is not a contraction. This is a full word that just happens to use the same syllables used in contractions. Okay. So, unless maybe this just became a word. Mecha kucha, absurd, unreasonable, nonsensical, preposterous. Explain the grammar behind mecha kucha. Is not a grammatical construct itself, but rather a standalone adverb or adjective derived from the Japanese language. Okay. The meaning and usage. Explain the origin is probably better to get an idea if it's made of components. Derived from the word mecha, which is a shortened form of the English word mechanical, mechanism. The suffix kucha is a playful, non-standard ending used to intensify the meaning, similar to how super or extremely might be used in English. While the word mecha in this context of giant robot as seen in anime and manga comes from the same root, mecha kucha has evolved into a distinct slang term. It is used to express something that is extremely, utterly, or completely in a state of disorder, chaos, or messiness. For example, kono heya wa mecha kucha da. This room is a complete mess. The concept is not related to the concept of giant robots, but rather uses the mecha root for its sound association with mechanical things, repurposing it for a colloquial, emphatic expression of chaos or excess. So, in other words, there was like some mechanical process that happened to the extreme in a room, aka it's a total mess. Usually, the word is written in hiragana when used as an adjective. It can mean absurd, unreasonable, and extreme. I've seen it as disastrous too, okay? So, it's a keiyodoshi and a meiji word, not adjective and noun. It can also be an adverb and or fukushi. In that sense, it's incredibly, really, or super. Mecha kucha. Demo gakko mecha kucha ni saru. But it turned the school into a mess. Notice they're using sudo, not nadu, because they're implying that there was some actor that did this, and the school didn't just naturally become a mess on its own. そうでも学校をめちゃくちゃにするクラカードって何？
学校をめちゃくちゃにするクローカードって何？潰れましたわ。それは嬉しかったけど。でも学校をめちゃくちゃにするクローカードって何？わからんな。
I wonder if it's trying to say, hmm.
でも
Oh, I wonder if it's trying to. I wonder if this is actually being used like as a descriptor just for Kurao. So turning this, turning the school into the mess cloud card was said. Why? So why did you say the cloud card turned the school into a mess?
学校をめちゃくちゃにするクローカードって何？わからんな。
わ、わからん。Hmm. I don't know. Listen, look. Well, probably well here. Wakaranai. Let's see. I don't get it.
するクローカードって何？わからんな。とにかくさくら。
Tonikaku Sakura, or ignoring all that, Sakura. So Tonikaku Sakura, Card Captor no uh, Deban, one's turn. So anyways, Sakura, Card Captor's turn. So it's the Card Captor's turn. Or in other words, anyway, Sakura, it's your turn.
カードキャプターの出番や。なんでクローカードの仕業やったら捕まえなあかんやろ。
Oh.
だからカードキャプターの出番や。なんでクローカードの仕業やったら捕まえなあかんやろ。だから無理だってば。カードキャプターの出番や。なんで
Nande, why, or what reason?
クローカー
Kurakado no Shiwaza. Kurakado Shiwaza actions. So Yatada. So if you did or when so, so when cloud cards do actions. Yeah, because the conditional title form could be either if or when. Tsukamaeru. Oh, tsukamae. Na akan. Oh, akan is the Kansai dialect for saying dame essentially. So tsukamae would be catching. How is this grammar here? If it's the clouds cards doing, we gotta catch him, right? Yes, I suspect it was trying to say, do a construction of we gotta do something, so that implies that we used to have a possibility statement here. But we just have what I think is a noun followed by a na followed by a kan or dame, essentially. So how does that make we have to? By the way, in I have to statements, in TV shows, using a kan as a replacement for naranai or ikenai in you have to statements is a way to really that's always done to show that this is a kansai character essentially. Like they likely do it more in TV shows, and it's even done by people that actually speak the Kansai dialect. But it's sort of like the signature trademark of a Kansai character. Wait, is this supposed to be Shigoto? Let me hear what they're saying.
の仕業やったら捕まえなあかん。
Yeah, they're saying she was I, yes. That's weird. This is being translated as Shigoto. Conditional, okay. The particle yattara is a conditional form of yaru meaning to do, used in informal spaces, especially in Kansai Ben. Functions similar to nada in standard Japanese, meaning if, or if that is the case. The second part, sukamae na akan yoru means you must catch them right. Okay. The verb, sukamaeru means to catch. The form na akan is a colloquial contraction of non na nakya akan. Oh, so okay, so it's the first contraction was sumae nakya akan, which is how I recognize that contraction of sumae su, of sukamae na kereba. And then from there, the nakya gets contracted further into nakya akan, which itself is a wait, the verb sukamaeru means to catch. The form na-akan is a colloquial contraction. So, oh, so the the kya gets dropped, and it just becomes na. So sukamae na akan. Okay, so it's just understood that if you have a kan coming after it, that na is actually supposed to represent nankya or more longly said, なければ. Card Captor, okay. クラウカードの仕業やったら、捕まえなあかんやろ。So, I don't think it means I think or I guess in this case. Oh yeah, so this is basically short of dotto, yes. So they're basically saying, right? Like, if it's a cloud card, we have to catch it, right?
やろだから無理だってば。カードキャプターの出番や。なんで空洞カードの仕業やったら捕まえなあかんやろだから無理だってば。
だから So, talking about what was just said, だから、無理だっては、let's see. Forgot what the bot does on the end of this. I told you it's impossible. Explain the grammar behind. Maybe it's just to make it more emphatic. The additional bar at the end of date is a colloquial, emphatic, and often childish and naive way of reinforcing the statement, similar to adding, you know, or I'm telling you in English. だから無理だってば。
だから無理だってば。カードを吹き飛ばしたんは誰かな。
カードを吹き飛ばす to blow away, to blow off, to blow up, to dispel, to drive away, to talk big. Let's see, where did these words derive from? The first one derives from fuku, to blow. And the second one derives from tobasu, to let fly, to make fly, to send flying. So basically, literally like the English expression to blow away. Karo. This was Fuki Tobasu. So Fuki Tobashitan. Karo o Fuki Tobashitan wa Dareka na. So, well, I wonder who. Well, let's see. As for blowing away the cards, I wonder who did that. Referring to what she did in the first episode. So, Kado o Fuki Tobashitan wa Dareka na.
ほんだら早速今晩が。カードを吹き飛ばしたんは誰かな。ほんだらさ。
ほんだら早速 at once, immediately. Okay, and then Hondara Kansai. Then, well then. Hondara. So what's just come from though? What is the origin of Hondara? It's primarily linked to the Kansai region of Japan. Okay. Where it functions as a dialect variant of Honnada, meaning then, or if that's the case, this form is a contraction of the phonetic evolution of Honnada, commonly used in Osaka and surrounding areas. It is also used in the context of Ahondara, which is more emphatic. And a derogatory form Aho, meaning idiot or fool. Hondara is used in Hokkaido as a dialect or meaning then. So explain the grammar behind. Explain the grammar behind Hondara. Hora is described as a filler word used in Japanese, often seek agreement or to fill a pause, similar to, okay. Nari is a grammatical particle with multiple uses, including expresses as soon as, verb dictionary from plus nares in one's own way. Okay, so nari ni A or B. So A nari, B nari. Nda is a spoken form of noda. Which is used to provide an explanation or emphasis. But you just said this was Honada, so we'll explain Honada then. What words does this come from? What words does Honada come from? It is a form of the Japanese standard expression sore nada. Okay, so from that essentially. No, that would be if that, which means if that is the case. Yeah, so if that. So Hondara, if that, okay. Hondara Sasoku, if that's the case, with leave at once or without delay or okay.
早速今晩学校へゴーや。はいなあかんやろ。だから無理だってば。カードを吹き飛ばしたんは誰かな。ほんだら早速今晩。
Hondara Sasuga.
の仕業やったら捕まえなあかんやろ。だから無理だってば。カードを吹き飛ばしたんは誰かな。
Hondara Sasoka. Yeah, Sasoka. Okay, so that's the craze quickly, and then
ほんだら早速今晩が。
oh, Konbun tonight. Gakoe Koya. I think this is a Kansai thing again. So quickly. Yeah, notice he dropped the knee particle here. I guess it's just understood. A lot of oh, that's right. That's right. Relative time expressions do not need the knee particle. This is a relative time expression, Konban, which is actually exactly the same way the English does it, in which relative time expressions don't need additional words. Explain the grammar behind. The word goiya is non-standard Japanese grammar. It appears to be an informal or slangy blend of the English go and the Japanese particle ya. Every oh, okay, so that's using go instead of ikemas or something like that. From Kansai Ben. Is goiya from Kansai Ben? Explain in English. And some of these searches I noticed, if you type too much Japanese, they'll give the explanation in Japanese. Okay, yeah, so this is just... Yeah, this is just using the English word gold instead of ike or ikimasu or iku or whatever word they would have used. Actually, I think it's Gaven. Yeah, they're saying ikimasu would have been the proper word to use, but he just said goi. So, konban ga koe goiya.
声ご変えなあかんやろ。だから無理だってば。カードを吹き飛ばしたんは誰かな。ほんだら早速今晩が声ご。
So we must essentially between the two sentences we must go to the school tonight.
今
Komba tonight. Tonight. Okay, so
夜はダメ。なんでよ。だって夜の学校なんて。早速今晩が声ごや。今晩。
Shitsumon ga arimasu ka? Are there any questions? We're about to raid, so stick around for that, please. See if I can rate this person. Let's see, so we're gonna rate okay, so see, just trying to figure out how to do this. Let's show where it is. Let's see. Let's see, where was the rate settings on YouTube? All the time moving things. I think they moved it around. Community, oh, maybe it's community moderation. Let's see. Oh, so settings, community moderation. Live redirect users. Okay, well, so on Twitch we have Giran83 studying Japanese, so he's gonna be our Twitch raid. Now on Rumble, we're gonna raid to okay, we're gonna raid to Gamer Crew on Rumble. Okay, so okay, I think she's busy. We're just gonna raid to someone else. Okay. Minasan, okiyotsukete. Mata ashita. Goodbye, everyone. See you tomorrow. Let's do these raids now.